1 second, fellas. Okay, as the title should say, Day 1 Vacation. Hopefully the title will say the correct name. I got it updated in time. If not, it'll say it by the time it finished recording. So today is day 1. I'm up in Calistoga. Very cool room that we have here. It's an old hotel, one of those little one-floor strip hotels, but they modernized it with some really, really cool new amenities, like the big screen TV and all that shit. Let me put this over here. Jovina just came in. So we got a king-size bed. Let's see if we can show you that. Now, the bathroom back there has this huge shower slash step down tub thing. Very, very nice. So if you guys ever come up to Calistoga, you Californians, definitely put it on your trip. Stay at the Sunset Hotel. Get the king size room. It's well worth it. Well worth the investment. So today's day 1. Where's the comments?
Okay, I need to call this place and find out if we need to commit. So there's one other place called 360 Salon.
Mm-hmm.
Find out how much it is.
Cool. We just tried to get our feet dead. Jovina's walking by the camera. Don't mind her.
You're still on camera.
Let's get it off her ass. There. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Comments. We get our feet dead. That's what we always do the first day of vacation or somewhere during our vacation time. Normally I go up to Sedona, Arizona. That's been my modus operandi. Every year I end up there. I'll probably end up there this year as well. No biggie. It's worth the drive for me sometimes to get to a place that gives me peace. And that's what I'm looking for, is just peace on my vacation. Hey, it's a black guy. They already infiltrated the Boy Scouts. A lot of people got out of it once they noticed. Wouldn't blame him. And I believe he's probably talking about homosexuals. Yeah, they have infiltrated the Boy Scouts, and I wouldn't put my kids in Boy Scouts because I don't want my kids going around a homosexual male at an impressionable age. Homosexuals believe that the kids are asking for it. Okay? They believe that your little brothers and sisters, for you guys, that they really want that. That's what they really want, is get raped in the ass. I'm serious, they actually believe that. The kids, they can be sexualized at an early age. It should be normal. And we're not in Europe. We're not back in old days. So fuck that. This is 2016 America. Geo, true, never chase women. That makes you desperate and foolish. I'm glad you see the light, Gio. Many players don't see the light. Don Alfonso. Oh, Player Supreme. I hope you enjoy your vacation, Holly. Thank you. I'm gonna keep some shows coming. Just have a seat in the bed. You're good. Or sit down someplace. Don again, Player Supreme. I love your shows. They're educational and entertaining. Stand ready. Hey, Supreme, like your new live chat shows. You should do more. And is it in for the long run? Yeah, I'm going to keep doing these using the equipment that I'm using. I actually got it to be able to do this on Facebook. So I'm going to be moving these to the Facebook so that we can, you can actually just send messages and stuff like that over Facebook. Siddiq. He likes the statement mindset. Good. Ace Ortiz, Supreme, you know people tell me I look younger all the time. Damn, it's nice being dark-skinned. You're not all that dark, but you got that right, though. You got the melanin, so. Artistic. Pulled a lawyer yesterday. Pulled her because she was submissive and gave me eye contact and looked down. She was very obedient. Thanks, Supreme. You don't get enough credit. You are the man. I bet you enjoy that attorney, too. Ace, we need to expel that programming from Curtis. Yes, we do. Hey, it's a black guy. You're right about black CEOs. They're hard asses. There's a guy I read about named Reginald Lewis. He had a book called Why Should White Guys Have All the Fun? One of my best reads and books. Enjoyed every minute of it. There's no racial meant to the, if you're Caucasian, you get a real sense of it. There's no racial meant by that title. Okay. This guy had to endure so much racism in Wall Street, it wasn't funny. Can you imagine? He's a black man on Wall Street. Can you fucking imagine the racism? I don't care what race you are. Can you fucking imagine what that man went through? A very smart man died unexpectedly at age 50 of cancer. It was a very fishy death. His black guy also said, I believe a lot of them realize it, but they don't want to do anything about it. And he's talking about, I kind of stepped in the shoes of white guys to see it from their point of view. Like I told you, I do that. I'm not going to stay one-sided. I want to see it from your point of view. And I looked at James Hudson, the guy that comes to the channel. He said, if you want to talk to a Trump supporter, contact me. So I'm like, at first I said something rude, so I erased it. Then I said, well, maybe I should try to understand. And it helped me understand why a white guy would actually vote for Trump. Number one, they lack the education to know the truth, but they don't really give a fuck. Because Trump, whatever Trump does, is not going to affect them. Right? You're a white guy, it's not going to affect you. You stick it to be, in your palace of power. I just talked to a 75-year-old, just turned 75 today, white guy. Because I talk to people wherever I go. And he was telling me that he actually got some illegal Latinos in the country. As he was driving through the border, he said, hey, they saw I was a white guy, they let him through. This is going back in time, but in the last 20 years. But he made a comment about how, the skin color works. He's married to a South American also. So it does work. Plus your whole society. I'm up here in Calistoga watching all these, white families walk by, and I'm looking at the kids. I know that I was looking at like one kid, he had his sunglasses on, his little haircut. He's walking behind his sister, and I was the father. He's a real tall guy with good calf. He had strong calves on him, but I think he was German. He had that German sternness about him. Real tall and strong looking. And I'm looking at him. I'm thinking, wow, that kid. He'll probably get to go to college. His dad probably set that up for him because he's obviously a good family, and they're on vacation. And I'm thinking of my ass, what I grew up with. I always wanted to go to college, by the way, Phyllis. I always wanted to, be like the Brady Bunch. You get to be sent to the college, sent away to college and stuff. And of course, being black, that's in a lower middle class family, that just didn't happen. So I'm looking at the families out there, thinking, wow, must be nice to be them. I'm looking. He'll never have a problem too many problems in his life because his life is set. If you're white, you don't realize how good you have it. Even poor white, you still have better than poor black. You don't realize it though, but I'm here to tell you about it. We don't have access to the stuff you do. The colleges, the doors don't open for us like that. And a lot of people think that, oh, but you guys got those affirmative action college things. No. It worked for women more than it worked for African Americans, and then if it's a female African American women. Plus, look how many young blacks are not even going to school anymore. That's something that was programmed in our race, by the way. Hey, it's a black guy. keeping us dumbed down so that we are in the penitentiaries at an early age. And that's a big business. If I had the money, I would invest in one, though, because I want to, that's all about locking blacks up. We are way more likely to be convicted of a crime than, of course, a white male. Case in point, there was a white male that killed a police officer. They took him in. They didn't blow him up like they do a black guy. Even if you're white, they would blow a black dude up. Fill him for so many fucking holes. Hell, they just went to arrest the black dude, and they were outside, with machine guns and shit, automatic rifles. In fact, after he was down, they fired through the guy's back. The attorney had a hired investigator and found out there were bullet holes in the floor. They fired through his back. Like, what the fuck? So I don't mean to make this, a racial channel, but I deal with this stuff because I have kids. I'm a human being. I care. I'm not one of these you robot people, you super left brain people who have no emotions. I'm very right brain, which means I'm very on the emotional side as well. So I care. Plus, I care about what's happening to my people. So anyway, they took him in. They didn't blow him up, and he had already had a record, but they let him off. If you're black, go to, or even white, you might find this educational. But PBT has a great channel. He's doing a video series titled White on White Crime. The shit you don't hear about because the media doesn't report it. That's why if you're white, you never hear about it. This type of stuff. The guy the cop that got killed just last weekend. Let's see, the weekend before last. But you don't hear about it. So I stepped in the shoes of white males and realized, fuck, I get it now. If Trump wins, it's still a party like as usual for them, for you guys. It's still business as usual. It's only blacks and other minorities, such as the Mexicans. I love the Mexicans, but I'm going to build a wall to keep them out. It just, Mexicans, pretty much. He hadn't steal his wife. But she's hot. So here's a black guy understood what I was saying. He said, I believe a lot of them realize it, but they don't want to do anything about it. Yeah, a lot of you guys realize there is racial issues in this country. Like, I'm safe in Calistoga. White folks say hi to me. I say hi to them. It's the way it should be. But there are towns, and I just, there's a photo that's actually going around on Facebook. A guy back in the Midwest, he posted 3 nooses around his tree with a sign. And he's trying to say that his town is a sundown town. If you're white, you don't know what that is. If you're black, you probably heard it from your parents that at sundown, you get your black ass out. Otherwise, they'll hang you. So we have to worry about your race, hanging us in small towns. So I don't go to those kind of towns. So it fucks up my vacations. Especially if I'm seeing with Jovina. Again, people are idiots. They don't realize what race she is. And if they did, they're officially classified actually as white because they're from Europe. Even though they don't call themselves white. And her genetics. She has African in her blood. It's called being indifferent to everyone else suffering than fixing the problem. But like James asked me, what can I do to fix the problem? Well, whenever you're at work and they start, doing the racial jokes, fellas, tell them, no, we don't do that here. Don't laugh at the black jokes and the black comments. Tell them to stop. Okay, that's one thing you can do to stop. Another thing you do is don't vote for racist people. But Hillary is a closet racist, if you want to know the truth. She's not going to do anything good for black people either. So I get it. And if you're a white male, the last thing you ever want to vote for is a female. I get that also. Coming out of your history in Europe. Females were property. And that program is still in your system, by the way. It doesn't just disappear just because we have had a few social changes. There's a feeling there that you guys have for women that's, not a good feeling, I guess, not a competent feeling to trust her to run, your entire country. And Trump's, he's a bully. He seems like he's got a hot wife. That's a hot wife. That's important. So, he seems like, he's accomplished, although he's done bad business and all this other stuff I won't get into because you haven't done the research and you wouldn't believe if I told you. Until you do your own research, you won't know. But I can see why. Plus, he's an older white male. I get it. I totally get it. At first, I couldn't see, why the fuck don't these guys see the truth? And then I realized the other option is Hillary, and she's a woman. I wasn't thinking like one of you guys. Like I've seen your porn stretch out, that kind of shit going on. I get it. I get it. It just took me a while. Also, you're right about the spiritual stuff. They love debunking natural laws of the universe. Well, that's Europeans for you, because they don't have the access of the pineal gland. So they don't believe it. If they don't believe it, then it does not exist. Hey, it's a black guy. As the Bible says, reap what you sow, motivational stuff and coming together. They don't believe in stuff like karma and motivational stuff and coming together. Yeah. Actually, I believe, Caucasians are great at coming together under the white banner. That's what solidified them. Before that, I'm English. I'm German. I'm Swedish. I'm Polish. That's how actually Europe identifies. It's over here in America where everybody's a melting pot, so they have to come under the banner of white to keep the power. Otherwise, they'd be at each other's throats. German against England, English descent. But like the guy that I was talking to, his name, I'm not going to give his last name, actually, I better not. His mother was German. His father was English. I don't know how it happened in this country. It wouldn't happen in the past because of the World War II. Wouldn't happened. But in this country, yeah, we're a melting pot. As Bill Murray said in that one movie, Stripes, the all-American mutt. And that's what most Americans, except, maybe Hispanics, although they have some white in them now. Actually, they are mutts because of Spain and France. So, yeah, everybody's a mutt in this country. We're all the all-American mutts. So they came together to keep the power under whiteness. That's going on in England as well. They're ostracizing against the Polish. They don't like the Polish in England. You Englishers didn't think I knew that, did you? How you guys are doing those guys?